Hey, welcome back. This is another supplement to my Intro to Java Programming for Business Majors course. Going to kind of do a little kind of quick overview of NetBeans, which is an IDE we use in the class. There are other IDEs out there that are popular: Eclipse, Notepad++, Spider. I mean, there's just lots of them out there. Jupyter, those types of things. Uh, but this one we're just going to use NetBeans. So let's go ahead and pop over to it. All right. So this is NetBeans. Again, it's free to download. It's from Apache. You might have to look up Apache first, but it's free. It's a free program, just like Java, JDK. Uh, in general, it does a lot more than I even know how to use it for because it's just one of those things. It's one of those very big popular tools. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to close out some stuff here. Let me just so we don't have to worry about it. So it's nice and clean here. I'm just going to close some stuff, start off. And so if you were to open up NetBeans, first thing you got to do is make sure you install the JDK first. So you'll go to Google, look up. Actually, here, you know what? Let me pop over just so we got. Okay, so I just type in Oracle JDK. Then you go here, your Java downloads. It'll open up. Blah, blah, blah. And then one thing I want you guys to look at is you'll notice this, and of course, by the time you log into this, it might be Java 21 and 19 you'll be looking at. But you want to look at, right now, 17 is the long-term supported one. So that's the one I personally would recommend you download. 19 probably has some new features, but it could have some bugs in it. All right. So 17's been running for a while, so that's what I would do. I would go down here, I'd pick Java 17, and then I would pick, for me, I've got Windows. If you're a Windows person, this MSI installer is probably the easiest thing you can download. Otherwise, you do your Mac and your Linux. Just download that, run that, and then after you do that, we'll just go back into here, and we will look up. Let's see. We're gonna look. Oh, I'm sorry. Look up Apache NetBeans. Okay. And you look up the Apache NetBeans download, and you just go to here and just download Apache. You go here to the releases, look at the ones you want, and just download. Older releases here. But download and run it, then you've got it. It'll come up like this. So for a basic thing, if you're new to Java, we're starting to work on this. One of the first things we can do here is just go ahead, you pop into here. Now look at this one. It's kind of looks like a folder. Not the file folder. You click on that first. That's going to say projects. You could also go to file, new project. Okay. That'll come up, and you're going to want to go to this Java with Ant. Now, not any of the ones below it. Just click on the actual root folder, Java with Ant, and then you'll click on Java application. These other ones are more specified for like games or other things they're designing. To make life easier for you, just stick with this one right now, Java with Ant, Java application. Go next, and you got to name it, and we'll name this, I'll call it First Java just for the heck of it. And you'll notice it'll create a main class for us, and we'll go ahead, we'll hit finish, and it'll bring this up. And once it does its thing, it'll come up, and it should open up a first class for you. So you've got your public class, First Java, and you got your static, so you can go in here right now, and you can just start with, let's just go ahead. We'll say, let's give it, let's get some variables here, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to say age equal, whoops, what did I just do? So we'll go to age equals 13, and we'll say name equals bean. Oops, Java, you make sure you want to use double quotes, sorry. And make sure you put your semicolons at the end there, and then we can just say string.out. Or string, sorry. System.out.println, and we'll say My dog's name is, I put space and I put your plus sign. Remember, if you're in this, the addition sign, if there's a string anywhere in there, it is treated as an aggregate. So it knows we're not doing math or anything like that. And she is, put the space, and now I got the number. So, because I'm up with the age, which is 13. So it's not going to add a 13. It's going to you know, concatenate all these together into a string. So then you just take this, you highlight it, and you can run file. It'll do its thing. Okay, so you can see it printed the results out down here. I actually had a little problem at first just trying to run that. So I found out one secret, if you're having an issue, especially with the new one here, is you'll go up to here to your project, top of the project, and actually do a clean and build, and that'll kind of reinitialize your project for you. And then once that's done, you can just click on into this screen right here and go ahead and hit F6, and that'll run it. And there you go. There's your output. My dog's name is Bean, and she's 13. Okay, this is just a quick intro to NetBeans. It's how you run stuff. You don't have to use the compiler at this point, so everything is compiled and tested within there. Obviously, NetBeans can do a lot more than just what little bit we were showing here, but and then if you want to find your file, I guess that's the last thing to look at. Let's go ahead and pull that up. So typically NetBeans saves under your documents in something called NetBeans projects. I mean, if you can't find it there, you just obviously go to here and, save as. That'll tell you where the stuff's hidden. But anyway, under there, so then you'll pick your project. We just did first Java here. When you get in there, this SRC, that's your code. So when you go in there, you open it up, and that's where you'll find your Java files. So that's where this first Java file sits. And if I created more files below there, they'd all appear in there under that project. But that's a quick and dirty intro to NetBeans. See you again soon. Look forward to seeing you in class.